I keep getting disconnected from this game for some reason. Probably gonna run through a bit of story. Since I feel like I'm close to finishing at least this chapter. Let's see. I didn't even know there was like an entire second planet, and that's super cool. Now whether that's a planet or the sun, I have no idea. But I assume it's another planet considering we see it in the distance. Actually, let's see this island for a bit.
You said you want to trade information for my protection, Black Dog?
Yes, that's correct. I got a very important piece of intel.
Oh, tell me.
But you must agree to,
You won't get a second chance.
Okay, I'll talk. The Ravagers plan to destroy the surface Omnium station and cut off Cetus Island's power supply.
I'm not worried. There's enough reserve on this island to last a whole year. Worst comes to worst, I'll just move to a new island.
About that.
Fine. A problem is still a problem, no matter how big or small. Why don't you tackle the Omnium station while I lock Black Dog up?
Wait! I'm here to trade for protection! How can you lock me up? Oh, not fair!
Sorry, but your intel is worthless.
Yeah, all the hyena gang members look like absolute clowns. Especially this one. I am once again out of Pokeball, as expected. I don't play this game enough. Tragic. Here, I'll just play 5, that way I can just participate whenever it shows up. very weird that they want to blow up the island, but fair. Sure, there's some gang-related reason for that.
Searching for targets. There are 2 bombs nearby. We may return after handling those.
You're done. I have a new task for you.
Wait, I thought this was it?
Black Dog escaped and took an important device from my
Is that a
lab.
snowman?
What?
Oh my god, please.
You brought him, so you're responsible for this fiasco.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Right. Fine.
Data updated. Target, Black Dog with a record of theft.
I don't know what he stole. The doctor sounded nervous.
Almost kind of feel bad for sacrificing the water things to the giant Chow Chow plant, but there is literally no other way I've found to get the black nucleus or any nucleus out of the plant. It's a sacrifice that has to be made, I guess.
Ha! I spotted you from a mile away. Eat this! You're never going to get me!
Stop!
Can you catch me now?
Frick. because of that.
Did
What, do
get
you have
him?
something in your eye?
He got away.
Right. You should hold on tight. The device he took is very dangerous.
Dangerous?
Anyway, catch him and bring the device back to me as soon as possible.
Just kill him. This is like the 50th time I've saved him. Listen, if there's something I'm supposed to do here, I don't want to do it. Every time we've saved this guy, he just goes, haha, I won't do anything bad, and then he proceeds to do terrible things.
Right. You should hold on tight. The device he took is very dangerous. Right. You should hold on tight. The device he took is very dangerous.
Sorry to interrupt, Doctor.
Oh.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, so I guess I
Whatever
wasn't
Black
supposed
Dog
to go
stole,
over there.
is it related to time retracement?
Or...
I experienced something similar when I
No,
was
that's
with
part of the
High
story. Okay, I was
but
very
I
confused. I'm like,
initiated the time
did I mess up a
retracement.
second time?
All right.
So I
You're
definitely wasn't gonna
correct.
save him the
He
first
took a
time.
prototype of the time engine. It's very dangerous, especially in the hands of an idiot like him. But it seems like he already started the engine, which means our dimension has been pulled into an unknown loop. I'm going to the lab to start another engine in reverse phase to synchronize with you. Keep in touch.
I would, except there was this thing where you have to save one of the other characters from the machinery of her lab because the other character took it over. And the doctor is like, oh, you gotta go disable the claw. Well, you know, there's no real option to disable the claw, so I full-on destroyed it, and, well, now I owe her money, and you know, that kinda sucks because she told me to, but she didn't say destroy it, and I have to do what she says.
I'm also very curious why you're not affected by time retracement. Did Hygros do something to you?
Sorry. I don't know anything about this.
Okay, we can talk about that later. Based on what you said, we can at least be certain that his execution is the Omega node of this time travel. If we cannot change the outcome, then time will stop here and repeat itself forever. Like a black hole of time. To escape the inevitable, you must rescue Black Dog and take back the time engine. Anyway, this is all the help I can give you. Please make it happen.
Well, I don't want to keep doing this as much as I'd love to.
This is the 29th time, Doctor.
Oh my god.
This is only the 29th time, you mean. Take your time. Now that you know everything, I can tell you that there were many serious incidents documented in Hygros' research reports. One person experienced the same time travel 15,532 times.
Oh my god, I'm not doing
And
this that
each
many
time
times.
It lasted 2 weeks.
I think I would
Anyway,
rather just
let's
let
try to
him
fix
die
this.
and then, you
But
know,
as soon
kill
as the
everyone else
Ravagers
and loot
see
the
me,
bodies.
Black Dog will...
So, don't let them see you. Use your brain. Or
Look,
you
they're
going
all
to
right
tell me
there.
there's
I would
nothing
just have
inside?
to, you know, run in, do this, and then just do this, and they're all dead. That's it. One shot.
I created a route for infiltration and synchronized it with your map.
Oh, thank
Follow
fuck.
the
I don't
route
want
to
to keep
get
doing
behind
this.
them. Then do what you need to and bring my device back.
You're getting it, rabbit. Should have killed you every single time, then I would have infinite meat. Well, they don't expect me coming. Oh, well now I don't have my attack, but I have my other attack, so... And you're dead. Oh, wait. Ah! I mean, if Black Dog dies, that's fine, too. Nothing of value is lost. Nah, the rabbit had it coming. It's vicious.
Great! Thanks for saving my life. I'll be sure to pay you back
Bullshit,
when I
you
can.
Where is the thing you stole?
It's right here! I swear I never touched it. I just, pressed it once.
Really hope they fix this, no voice audio thing that keeps happening.
Mia believes it is indeed the doctor's fault this time.
I can let you go, but you best not be seen around here. If she ever catches you again...
Got it! I'm out! As far away as I can get.
Well, you better stay away, because I will literally kill you
Do you
next
have
time
it
I
yet?
see you.
Don't take too long.
Unless you're important to the story. I will punch you. I will bring you to that island, and I will just punch you right off. I'm just tired of seeing him. We've helped him like so many times in the story now, and every time he gets himself into more and more trouble, and then he's like, no, I won't do any more crime, and guess what? He goes back to doing crime, and then we find him again, and he's like, this is weird, and I'm like, yeah, you're doing crime again, huh? The criminal's doing crime, what a shock. Oh, finally circus, except it's raining. God, I love how nice this place looks.
Oh, you're back. Where is it?
I got it back.
So, how did the time...
If I couldn't save Black Dog, I'd be trapped forever, right?
What?
Not entirely true.
Okay,
This is
good,
only a
because
scaled-down
if
time
I
engine to
couldn't
hone
save
my
him,
technique.
I surely
It has a
wouldn't
short
want to be
range,
trapped
so
forever.
theoretically can't affect you if you're far enough away. Or, you can do what I did. Activate a reverse time engine, create your own dimension out of the time spiral. It's like a chrono chamber.
Chrono Chamber. What exactly is that?
Oh, didn't those Hykros people tell you? You should really ask them sometime. I sense someone's here, like flies after rotting flesh.
It's a weird thing to say, but okay. Oh boy, it's Indiana Jones. Also known as Franz Ferdinand.
Where you're still the same old...
Hey, isn't it Franz? But I don't remember inviting you.
You can at least be conspicuous about it. Sure, Elric acquiesced to your research, but that space-time fluctuation was too obvious to not see it.
It's just a minor accident. I know my bounds. You should leave if there's nothing else. I need some rest now.
It's highly dangerous, Claire. We're both survivors, and you know full well the consequences when it loses control.
Consequences? Aren't we seeing that right now?
It's been 50 years. We can't keep living in the past, Claire. Some things aren't meant to be. Let it go.
50 years? How
I
old
don't
are they
recall
then?
such
'Cause,
eloquence
she's
from you
looking
back
fine
then,
for
Director
being
Franz.
over 50.
In comparison, I think I prefer your 50-year younger self.
Damn.
I
Damn,
didn't
Claire,
come to bicker,
jeez.
Claire. I know how you are. It's Hykros, and Elric wants to see it.
He's a little nasty.
See,
I wasn't expecting
I've already
that.
drawn the line between myself and them. There's nothing left to say.
Regardless, we've been searching for a solution to the problem. They are doing the same. You shouldn't let past misunderstandings and differences get in the way.
Misunderstandings? Difference of opinion? Is that their excuse for removing dissidents any way they could?
I know they did you wrong, Claire, but the decision wasn't up to us at the time.
Nice one. So all of you decide to play the innocent card after the big culprit is gone?
I just don't want the misunderstanding to go on. You know you and Loon were always the pride of Dr. Henry.
Then return Lund to me, rather than letting him be a part of that damn experiment.
I'm sorry, Claire. I'm just bringing the message. You know the heirs of Ida have been active lately. Elric is concerned.
So his enemy is getting ahead of him, and then he remembers me. Unfortunately, even the most loyal dog would bite if it hurt too much. What would you do if it was you?
Me? I'd probably pack things up and run.
Then congratulations for being an exemplar lapdog, esteemed Director Franz.
God,
Tell
the
Elric
roast.
I'll show up, but that doesn't mean I've forgiven them.
There's some
Thank you,
history
Claire.
here that I don't know much about.
I shouldn't have gotten involved in this mess in the first place. That was awkward. Well, you held up your end, little friend. I'll give you the Astrum. But listen to me. There are people waiting for you in the Omnium Tower, so watch your back.
That part of the story actually interests me. I'm actually interested what that's about, because that sounds like experimentation. Am I going right below? No, I'm going to the tower, which I can just teleport to. You know, being all the way up here makes it seem like, oh wait, can I not just teleport? No, I can. Like, I can just go to anything by walking off the edge, and that is technically true to a degree. However, it is a lot further than it seems. I don't know who she is, but she's hot. I think I know who that is. It's not Frey,
Play with me.
but I don't remember her name. All of them are really hot, and I want them all. If they add them to the gacha, I will be happy. Yeah, there's her name, Aegis. I fought her
Keep me in
some time related thing earlier, and she kicked my ass. Actually, I probably could have soloed it, but... Oh, don't kick me. Why do they all have to kick me? My weakness. Being kicked.
Interesting. Most interesting.
God, she's spinning to one over there. Aegis?
Can't you make it more fun here? Again.
I don't know, I feel like there's a few ways to say that. Aegis,
It's going to feel great crushing bugs like
and neither of them are the way I say it, so... It switches every time I say it, because I don't know. I think it's Aegis. We can also call her Augies, because that's how I feel every time I see her. Well, that was interesting. I wasn't expecting them to be giving us the enemy characters so early. Like, I was not expecting them to announce, oh hey, you're getting that one lady who kicks you like a football across the beach. I wasn't ready for that. Like, I expected all the other random characters. Yeah, now I'm the one who gets to do the punting. I've heard that the character that we're gonna be getting apparently has like infinite dodge, but I think that might be bullshit. So that sounds a little fucking broken, and considering there's PvP, I don't think that would work. Unless it was like a PvE only thing. I think my favorite thing about this game isn't like how you need to feel compelled to get the characters unless you like really like their fighting style or just like the character in general. 'Cause there's two things there. The weapon you could use on like your any character. Any character you have can use any weapon, and I love that. Huh. Ad. Sucked into the ad void. Gerard Way.
Doctor, Hykros is very sincere about this cooperation.
Archon Elric, I'm only here to see if you have anything to say to me about what you did in the past. But it looks like you haven't learned your lesson, even after all these years. What a shame. I hope that when we meet next time, you can come down from your high horse. If there is a next time.
It's okay, you're missing literally nothing. I think this is probably my favorite, well, one of my favorite, like, soundtracks in the game. It's just very chill.
You and Archon Elric.
Did that startle you? I'm sorry.
Claire, why are you here?
What did Hykros do in the past?
Elric never told you. I guess I'm not the only one who
No one
needs
told
an
me
answer.
shit.
Go ask
My
him
memory,
yourself.
gonzo.
I just want to leave here. The sooner, the better.
Archon Elric.
The doctor is right. Hykros made a lot of bad decisions.
Hykros is
We
still
saw
making
how
a
the
lot of bad
cataclysm
decisions.
ripped through the world, and we tried to fight back. But it was all in vain. The ground underneath our feet is just a fleeting moment of what this world once was. Everything changed, however.
When the Fire Nation attacked?
We discovered Omnium, and we took it. We discovered Omnium, and we took it. We childishly thought we could control it. We childishly thought we could control it. We were naive enough to think that we'd have a better future. That was a
Sleeping in an
terrible
orb or some
mistake.
shit. I mean, I haven't been to the snow area too much yet.
About 50 years ago, unknown aberrations started to spread on a very large scale. When we discovered that radiation from Omnium was the culprit, it was too late. To save it, we took a risk and did something even more forbidden. We tried to affect the space-time structure with Omnium so that it could wipe the timeline and go back in time. We failed. We are abandoned by time.
What the fuck does that even mean? I don't understand. Did I not pay attention enough? What do you mean we're abandoned by time? How's time just pack up and leave? What the fuck did you do?
Sorry, it's not that I want to keep it from you. Just I don't want to discuss it with outsiders. Omnium has many traits far beyond our comprehension, the most profound being the impact on stabilization of time and space. To put it in plain words, Omnium can help us distort time, even change it.
That doesn't sound good.
You mean time retracement?
That's just the most obvious aspect, involving dialing the present point on a timeline back to the past. If you could find the nexus on the current timeline, you can change events to create a new timeline.
Dr. Claire mentioned this to me before.
She and her husband, Loon, were both senior researchers in Hycros once. They're expert in the field. And I was their project manager. We worked together for a long time. Back then, we all looked forward to the endless
I had a feeling there
possibilities
was
the
like some
discovery could
relationship
bring.
there when she mentioned
Everyone
Lynn.
labored tirelessly to produce results. But we never once realized how our study could significantly affect the world. Disagreement started after the successful travel back in time. Archon Carl of the 9th District pitched an extremely radical
You
experiment.
know what? I didn't think of that until
Carl
you
wanted a
said that, and
volunteer
you're so
from the
fucking
team
right.
to join the experiment. But Dr.
He
Henry
sounds like
rejected
every
the proposal
average narrator
after
out there.
evaluating the potential safety issues and risks. The project stagnated, and more happened after that. Anyway, Carl eventually convinced Dr. Henry. Also, they found Claire's husband, Lewin, without acknowledging her, and convinced him to volunteer himself for the experiment.
And the experiment failed?
That's
The
right.
one about how
The incident
the
50 years
Tower
ago
Fantasy
threw
people
Loon
fucked
into
up
the
time in
turbulent
their
river of time.
planet.
As for Claire, she chose to leave.
Now I understand
Well, actually,
the
no,
doctor's
I don't know if
attitude
that
towards you.
technically counts as just their planet. I feel like if you fuck up time in one area, you fuck up time everywhere else. Carl.
Before the time-jumping technology
User.
is mature, Carl suggested a bold plan. If we could return from a particular point in time, or even make changes then, in theory, we would be free from the constraints of time itself. We could be any time, any place. Causality of time would have no dominance over us anymore. There would be no past and no future for us, only the present. Now is forever.
So that's why you and the doctor keep talking about things that happened half a century ago. Yet you still look young?
That is right. Our time has stopped in the past, while yours still flows.
Is that what Carl had in mind?
The control over time is the control of everything. However, what Carl wanted never came to pass. We didn't obtain the eternity. Instead, we became its prisoners. We are from the past, a mere moment in the
true.
vast time,
I
and
feel
can
like
never
I
escape.
don't entirely understand. It sounds like they did something to... I don't know if it's more so that they went ahead in time, or they stopped time all around them. It just sounds like they kind of did something and went ahead in time. Because otherwise I don't quite understand. Like, in some... he does kind of sound like AI. They could all very well be AI in this city. It's all high-tech. It sounds like the theory of, like, 1 minute in space is like 1 month on Earth. Which is very much a thing that's, like, used in some movies and shows that I've watched. Which I think is interesting. But it's also really depressing at the same time. Because I know in Gunbuster definitely had that thing where 1 minute in space was like a month on Earth. And there's a point in time where the main character is mostly in space, even for like a month, and when she goes back, like, everyone's old or dead. Like, her best friend that she went to, like, robot training school, whatever you want to call it, pretty much has, like, a kid and she's old now. It's like, but meanwhile, the main character is still 15, it's crazy. And then there's, like, a point, like, towards the end where she goes back to Earth. She's still like either 15 or 16 or something. Like, she's mostly spent all her time in space, and the people that went back to Earth and stayed on Earth are like super old now. Well, one of which is, you know, long dead at this point. It's just a really crazy theory, and I like it.
Can you explain what exactly is the cataclysm?
I feel more comfortable referring to that incident as the second regression. It was a bold attempt, but we failed. After the first time jumping, we conducted a series of more in-depth research and experiments. We also built multiple chrono chambers. There is a reverse time engine in the chrono chamber to counter the space-time fluctuations caused by the time jumping. This is our backup measure to reduce the risks. You've seen what happened afterwards. The omnium radiation leaked out and triggered a series of uncontrollable events. To prevent this disaster, Carl decided to conduct the second regression. It failed due to multiple reasons. The space-time turbulence wreaked havoc on our world, devouring our lands, cities, even whole civilizations disappeared.
You mean the space-time turbulence erased most of the land and civilization?
Or we are the ones that were erased. We were isolated from our world. We overestimated our understanding of omnium. Our hubris and arrogance destroyed us.
How did the time jumping fail?
According to the remaining monitoring data, someone tampered with the default parameters while the time engine was activated.
So it's not an accident?
It's the heirs of Ida. They are not a bunch of simple-minded, anti-omnium rioters.
Time to drown me.
The sage probably has a deeper understanding of omnium than any of us. I even suspect that he is the one close to obtaining eternity.
Okay, so I think I messed that up a bit because there is a part in Gunbuster where they like, I think they go into like hyperspeed or something, and I think it very much is where the 1 minute is a month for the rest of the people, like in stationary time. So I after he said like space-time jumping and shit, I was like, oh wait, actually I think I messed it up. Still a neat little concept.
Since Hykros has the technology to travel back in time,
Yeah.
why didn't they use it to repair the damage done by the second regression?
We threw a pebble into a peaceful pond, causing splatters and ripples. So, how should we calm it down?
Archon Elric, I don't understand.
Throw another pebble into the pond? No. We wait for the water to settle down by itself. This is what Hykros should do. We have to do everything in our power to protect this world from further damage by omnium until we are ready for the next time jumping.
I guess that's possible. But man, it would suck being an astronaut. You'd be so lonely. I think it probably more so has to do with the gravity. I feel like you would still age the same, but gravity probably makes it so you look fine. Well, lack of gravity. I don't think I have any other questions. That's really it.
You found out enough today. I hope you realize the purpose for everything you do.
I don't know
there
the
are
purpose,
still two
other than to
omnium
be
towers
the executioner.
yet to be shut off,
What
and
other
we still
purpose
don't
do I
know
have
what
if
the
not
enigmatic
execute?
sage is plotting. We don't have much time left. Our next target is the tower at the Crown Mines, but the region has been plagued by an unknown outbreak lately. Their leader is a man named Kim. We've done business with him regularly for years. He should be willing to offer you help. Franz is currently occupied. Once he is done, he will meet you there. Intel indicates the heirs of Ida has stepped up operations in the area recently, so be careful. I await your good news.
Well, that was interesting, but I still don't understand why this place is having a dome and everything. I do want to explore the rest. I wish I could explore the rest. It looks really interesting. I hope at some point they let us explore the rest. You know what's weird? We're not just in a dome, but there's a dome outside our dome. So... what's the point of destroying this dome then? So I know there is a part where someone puts a bomb on the outside and we have to go defuse it, but what happens if the dome's destroyed? Maybe, but it was just this dome. And the only thing that really got destroyed was the dome. It's not the big one outside, so that's a little confusing. Huh. Yeah. That's interesting. What am I supposed to do to get this area unlocked? Do I just go around and bonk everything? Instructions unclear. Well, guess I'll do some challenges. A wormhole? I don't know what the wormhole does, but I'm about to find out. Ooh, fire. I like fire. Fire and, you know, physical. I mean, that kinda makes sense. I don't know who she is. I've never seen her. Interesting. I do like when the Chinese game shows me characters we don't have yet. I didn't realize how far ahead the Chinese server is compared to the now released global server. They have so many characters that we aren't gonna get for months. I didn't mean to do that. I'm about to just let her grab me and just pull me back up. That's it. You're getting the guns. Yeah. I didn't know like how far ahead the Chinese server was in comparison. I know Chinese servers are usually further ahead. I feel like most gacha games at this point are actually from Chinese companies, not Japanese more so. Chinese games, so it's even though they can't do much for their Chinese audience, that's probably why they're moving towards more global. Oh, there's a big boy. Go ahead, put your shield up. No? Okay. There's something I can touch. Oh, here it is. I'm not sure it's supposed to be here, aside from ball. God, he has so much health. Steel Spine Commander, that makes sense. I don't know if he's much bigger than the ones I normally fight. I don't like how he got his shield back. Honestly, I think they look more like a horse or a rhino. 31%. Huh. Frozen. Oh, hello. Set on a 15-minute timer, so that's probably why. I don't know when you do that. It was 10 before. I think that was a little too brutal, so I made it 6 minutes. I don't like how the shield charge up is so long, even though it does a lot of damage. Am I missing anything? I feel like... God, I don't think I'm gonna get the challenge in time. I have a minute left. Oof. I wonder how you would even do this solo. This seems really rough to do solo. Select a blesser. This. This. Maybe there's... Oh, that's right, there's more like time things I have to look out for. There's no map though, so I'm a little confused. This man's got a trash can. I push him off the edge. I want to push him off the edge. I want to push the trash can off the edge. Stop. No! So close! Get off the edge. Aw, it's too late now. Oh my god, you're so close to being off the edge. Just go. Yeah, oh, there he goes! Finally, it's all it took. Yeah, this one's really confusing. Oh, time! Oh, yay! Extra 30 seconds. It's better than nothing, so I really can't complain. Oh, I can almost not reach you here. I don't know if there's anything else I'm supposed to be looking for. Trash man. Maybe this. Maybe this is it, and then I can just... Nope. Okay, well... That's... It seems like the amount has to do with fighting enemies. I think I just have to redo this, and look for all the time ones. What happens when I reach 0? Did I fail? Or is it really delayed? Okay. I do find it funny how the Pokemon thing is completely rigged. Oh, there he goes. Oh, look at that success. What? What? What happened? Explain? Hello? Was I just supposed to go around and just bonk people? Listen, you saw it, I ran out of time. I was out of time for a good while. And then I was like, oh look, some more time. So I gave myself some more time and everything was fine. Clueless. Because I thought this was gonna be similar to the other one. Where you just have to go around collecting things and then you have like 3 objectives. You do the 3 objectives, you can fight the boss. I didn't even see it, I was just like worried about like not failing the challenge. I don't know how I won that, but I sure did. Let's do another one. Apparently I can't lose. Increase physical damage and fire damage. I'm spicy. God, the charge up for that is just too long. I'm just better off doing this. I already make up the damage more by doing this. And that. God, he is just getting juggled. No, you cannot land. Oh, but he's dead. You know what's crazy is you could probably do that to someone in PvP. The fact that this game is PvP just sounds like it would be super frustrating, and that's the reason I haven't touched it yet. Oh yeah, he was already dead. He had no chance. I wish their names were just Exploiter instead of Exploiter. I always read it as Exploiter. Nothing down here. God, did the last challenge also have 4 minutes? Wait, no, 5 minutes, and I just didn't notice. You know, a Explosion is still better than Explo-Splider. Fuck it, I'm not saying it anymore, I just hate the name. It's so hard to say. Hold up, man, I gotta heal. I said hold up, I gotta heal. Part of I gotta heal did you not understand? Ow. Yeah, Boom Bug is also a better name. Hold up, I'm gonna heal. You sit tight. God, this does no damage because they're resistant, that's funny. Hello, Shivels. God, these things, you know what? I think I know where all my time went the first time. Fighting these fuckers. What a waste of time. Up there, I'm gonna go touch him after this one. God. How much health do you need, my dude? All of it. I do like their designs, though. I have no idea what the tubes, though. God, that's how you get blessings? It's insane. I know, I don't want to fight another one. Please, no. Because they're so tanky. Literally. Yes, it is. That flying bitch is down there still. Oh, there he goes. I didn't mean to do that. It's probably not the one I wanted either. God, I just don't heal up fast enough from doing that. the Wraith has so much health, and I hit him over there. Great. There's 2 Wraiths now. Yeah, my hair's been getting pretty long too, since I haven't bothered going to the barber or anything. You know, all this is great, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this challenge. This requires like top tier weapon comp. Please don't hit me, sir. It's very rude. And it's frozen. I do like how the commander thing hits me. Can I take this? Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's leaving. He's like, nah, fuck this. Give me that. The fact they're all resistant to this is a little rough. At least this time there's a timer. Well, there was a timer last time. Will it actually work this time? No. Or do I perpetually just keep taking damage until I die? Look, more time! Okay, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, it looks like this is gonna be one of those things where you just take more damage. I'm doing big damage. I'd be doing better damage if this wasn't a challenge. Get off the edge. Goodbye. God, it's like I just don't heal that back. I think I'm dead here. Oh look! Conveniently more time. Can this be a challenge now? Less. 97. Is there any other tiny little enemies I can just punch? Oh, there we are. Oh no, he's back. I think I'm gonna die. God, the laugh he's dead. Hooray, I won. Haha. This definitely looks like one of those things where you're, if you run out of time, you just take more damage. I don't think I'm gonna attempt challenge 3. That just seems like too much. I was barely doing damage to the bigger enemies. What is there more I have to look at here? At least the wormhole's infinite. Oh, this is a completely different boss. Huh, yeah, this is the one I lost to. Sneak, same level, sneak, next level. Huh. I don't know what that means, but... There's a lot of planets here. I do like how they show you this big intro, like you're meant to go all the way over there, but you can't. At least I've never tried and I don't want to.
Cats.
Everything's spinning the way down. See, now I'm doing it because this is quartz less than my level actually. This is actually less than my level. I would be doing more damage if these were the weapons intended for this one. Consciousness entrance. Very weird that they say those are my recommended weapons. Oh, it's Harley Quinn. Movie Suicide Squad. I mean, Unalive Squad. So I probably can't say anything. Sure, pirate pictures do. I guess, but... This shield is probably my favorite weapon to use. I'm gonna be sad when I find a weapon that's actually fun to use. I like the weapon switching from a shield to an axe. Where it's completely different, like, movesets and buffs. Plus you kinda go into meteor mode when you, are in the air and you attack with it. You're just a meteor. I could shield bash them, but I like doing the spin attack, it's fun. It just does a lot of damage. Because every spin, it like does damage. Slowly turn and look. Goodbye, shields. Yep. What? Why Great Ball? It's just a flower. Beta mouse. What a name. God, they have so much health. What's this auto button do? Oh, auto button just plays it for me. Look, I can do nothing. This is crazy. Now there's an auto button, but it's not very good. I ain't doing this. That's stupid. It's just not good. I was wondering if that auto button actually meant auto-play the entire It's just so much better to do it yourself since AI is not good. Yeah, it's literally just bullet spam. Oh yeah, there's even a sword that we're gonna get later on that does like that weeb attack where it has like the slashes after they're done doing like fast attacks and then they like explode or something. I think the Frigg girl might get it. Yeah, pretty much. Because I know Virgil does that a lot. People really like Virgil even though Virgil is not a good character. Like, he's cool, He's definitely cool, but objectively he's not a good character. He's a bad character. Oh look, look here, speaking of weebs, here's some weeb enemies, the ones with the swords here. They do something similar to that. If I'm gonna let them, and I'm not going to. But they do something on the attack. Well, I can keep doing this for as long as I have stamina. They have a lot of health. They're tankies. What anime do you binge? Just die already. My god. Still fine. It's really yeah. Well, I mean, you are quite sick. I feel like I've heard that name, but I just don't remember what it looks like. Oh no. Please no. Please no. I do not want to be squished. Yep, stay over there. Oh, no. You're right, Shiv. I don't watch anime at all, actually, so, definitely watch more. Even if it's just an episode. Even if it's just a minute, you will watch more anime than me. I just play the weeb games because they're fun. Oh my god, she is chainsaw spinning. Oh, and she's got a whip. Maybe she's the real Indiana Jones. Please no. Not that she would do too much damage to me. I just want to get hit. Let's not say we did. A fair bit. He watches a lot of anime, but let's go. No one else as much as a weeb as him. Even my weeb friends don't. You know what? I've heard of that one. But I also haven't seen it. It's definitely an older one, right? Name sounds familiar. It probably has like a weird anime art style too. God, I'm being destroyed by this weird woman. Oh, she got wings though. Does she actually have wings? God, stop whipping me! Oh my god, I just realized the time. I'm dead. I don't have the time to sit here and play with you anymore. Time to die. Stop spinning. Where do you think you're going? Took forever. Let's see if I can do the next level. Oh, I wonder if I can actually eat anything since my satiate is quite down. What? Why is this awful stew censored? Why'd they censor it? What's in this pot? Okay, well, I find it very weird that it's pixelated. That's... Eating is prohibited. I can't actually eat in here. Oh well. Guess I'll eat my awful stew after this. 2 weapons I still don't have. Oh, here's one of the weeb guys. Yeah, this guy with the sword walking like that.
Show me all you got.
Oh my god, he sounds like a weeb too. What's he gonna do? Nothing? Oh my god. Hate it. It's so weird. Even though I'm still ahead of their level, I'm just weak. Stop hitting me! Yes, get on the circle. Where'd he go? Oh. Jeez, exactly 2 minutes. I might as well just give up. No, I wanna just leave. I'm sure there's some ruins I can catch up on as well. Yeah, I've definitely... Like, I'm just looking at the picture you've sent. I've heard the name, but the image does not look familiar at all. Not ringing any bells. Just the name. "16 bounty missions. Oh, hello. I will stretch for you." Yep. Hound incoming with a stretch. You watch the whole thing, but you don't know what it's about? Oh, I'm doing good. Just woke up late because my sleep schedule's a mess. Which is not my fault. I won't say it's my fault. Oh. It is not my fault, okay? There are people doing the siding on the house and they come super early, so I just wake up to super loud banging constantly. And it just completely ruined my sleep. Oh, you were still doing that? How'd that go? Did they all just let you rip for them? I mean, we do get tornadoes here, they're just not super big ones. It's just, oh no, wind's scary. And then they just don't really ever come here. And that's probably because of whatever reason that is, we don't get storms for long here either.
Don't you know how it works around here? Money, now!
Please forgive me. I don't have that much money.
Leave the money behind, or leave your life behind.
Damn, that's pretty rude. He's just a chill worker. I forgot this was part of the story. Rawr. Nope. Get off the platform. It's mine. Celibacy? What do you mean?
Are you alright?
It's a big word.
I'm okay. Thanks to you. I thought I could avoid them by being cautious.
Who are the
I
people
feel like I've
you
only
are
heard that word
referring
when
The
combined
hyenas,
with
of course.
incels.
Oh, you must be new to the mines. Hardly
I don't think
anyone
I've ever
comes
heard
down
that
here
word
these
used
days.
any other time.
I'm sent to do an assignment. What happened here?
The hyenas are becoming more violent each day, on top of the outbreak in the mines. Life's getting difficult around here.
Well,
What's
it's good
the
that the
deal with the
weapons
outbreak?
seem fine at least. I really don't know what
Who
the issue
knows?
that is. I
Many
assume it's
miners
probably
fell
they
ill
wanted to
and
make
are
it harder
unwilling to
for
work
people
now.
to rip models from their game.
Everyone's hoping the problem
It's
gets
usually
solved.
what happens. At least
You're
they
here
didn't
on
go as
assignment,
far as
right?
to make the
Why don't I
files
take you to the
into
mine?
things that can
We're in
only be
hyena
opened by
territory,
their
and this is
selective
not the
program.
place to be.
You know what, Gus? That was great. I wasn't listening at all.
Where are you from?
I'm here to see Mr. Kim on High Gross order.
I don't
You're a
even know this
High
guy.
Cross
Why am I
envoy?
telling him things?
You don't look it. Not everyone can see Mr. Kim whenever
What do
they
you mean I
want.
don't look it. I look like an average anime
I
protag.
see. I won't ask anything that I shouldn't.
Yeah, that's possible. Oh,
My
no.
lord, this is the person that meddled with our business.
Yes, sir.
God, her head doesn't fit her body.
The hyenas. Follow
She's
me.
really uncanny looking. Can you stop throwing things at me, please? I have to figure out if there's a way I can discover the world
We should
fully
be safe
in the
here.
last area.
I'm sorry to
So
drag
it's
you
very
into
weird
this.
that I did all the story
They
quests and it
occupied
didn't
this place
show
about 2
still.
weeks ago. We have to pay them if we want to go through here. Group of crooks they are. I wonder when Mr. Kim will take care of the trouble.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Oh,
the
look,
entrance
a
to the mines.
viewpoint. Oh my god, Gus, walk faster.
There you are, Gus. I was about to send people to look for you.
Don't remind me. I ran into
You
the
do that.
hyenas and would have died if not for this hero here.
I did warn you the world outside is not safe. Thank you for saving Gus.
Yes, outside
He's
bad,
lucky to
I
be
agree.
alive.
Cone, this is a special agent of Hykros, here on assignment.
Special agent of Hykros?
Ooh, that's good.
Bigwigs finally care about us? As a special agent, you
Are
must
they-
have brought the cure, right?
Oh.
May I see it?
That's too bad.
Searching database using keyword cure.
Well, I hope that's
Sorry,
not too
we
hard to
didn't
make.
bring any related item.
Stop giving them a hard time, Cone. Is Giggs in the base? The agent would like to see Mr. Kim.
Giggs has been here for a while, but they're having quite a quarrel. You should check it out.
Like this cone guy's hands.
Cone
They're
is a
grabby,
good man.
sharp
and
hands.
That wasn't directed to you. Given our current
Oh,
situation,
Gus, I didn't know you were a triplet.
everyone's in a bad mood. I'll take you to see Giggs, our leader. We need to go through him if
Average
we want to
man
see
walk.
Mr. Kim. No one likes him, but he's Mr. Kim's nephew. You know what I mean? After Stark, the blast leader, retired,
Kind of
Giggs
Chinese.
took over.
Like
No one
chicken
openly
or
said
rice.
anything, but in private. Sounds like Giggs is arguing with ones that are on strike.
Bro, there's fucking frogs here and it makes me so happy. Look at this frog. This little fella. Don't do drugs? I think it's too late for that, I'm sorry.
We won't work until the miner's disease is taken care of.
We're people too! We have rights!
Stop this nonsense! My uncle is working
God,
on
there's
it.
a strike
now get back
going
to
on.
work.
Don't my uncle me. You're all talk.
Why don't you go back with your tail between your legs and tell Kim that there's no deal if he can't cure us?
Yes, go back! Ha!
Strike! Strike! Strike!
Oh my god, they're literally going to strike right now. This is a weird time to be here. Oh. Let me check and see how bad mine is. I assume it's also garbage. A lot of them tend to be garbage. Oh my god, I don't even remember how to get back there. I don't like how the extension takes like a good second. It's not that bad, at least mine isn't. Ha! You got scammed. Mine's fantastic, good, good, fantastic, good, horrible. But horrible's on the speed. I did get a Pokemon that was like perfect or something in some stats, which was interesting. Oh, did you sell it? Because I know you can wonder trade them too.
You know, if shouting could get things done, I would be protesting with them long ago. See the guy besieged by people?
I mean, I
That's
do
Giggs.
hope it's
He can
easy
take you
for
to
you
Mr.
to
Kim.
just take the parts and
However, it looks
make
like
it
he
so
ain't
they
going anywhere
kind of
for a
look like
while.
they're holstered.
I'm sorry, but I did all I could. These patients are in
The
pretty
weapons,
bad
that
shape.
is.
Gotta find someone to take care of them.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, you don't have to save them. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do the story quest right now. Because I want this area unlocked. And I don't know what the reason for that is. It might be I have to go around and defeat every camp, but I think that's also wrong. I think maybe I need the ruins. That's weird. They don't exactly show me the other ruins here either. So I don't know where they are. I don't know if I'm supposed to do ruins. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to unlock things. Shivels, you're short. You are very short. I wasn't gonna go there, but you did, so I'm just gonna agree. I don't believe you. I really don't believe you. Hell yeah, let me check that out. Alright, those weapons. Yeah, those are sick, I like those. You know, it is a really average height if it keeps changing. Is it? That just sounds like it's not average, you're just slightly above average, and then they're like, oh, well, X amount of people are... Well, you know what? Tall people live shorter lives, so I don't care. They get more joint problems, and that's not my problem. It's made me, accept being small. Tall people are dumb. I've never met a smart tall person, and I'm willing to fight. Every tall person I've met in my life has been brain dead. This is absolute tall people slander right now. Like, I've met some good looking people that are tall, but they are so dumb. I don't. How do you know? A viewpoint. I wasn't even looking for this. Just need 34 more points. Void Rift. No, I can't clear Void Rift on my own. Frontier Clash. Well, I don't have any attempts. It's a good game. I didn't think I was gonna be so interested in the story, but this is my opinion, but I think the story in this game is way more interesting than it is in Genshin, because in Genshin's story, like, after the first part of the area, I stopped caring, because, I don't know, it just wasn't that interesting to me. How are they gonna expect me to clear this area if I don't have it unlocked? And the fact that every, like, weapon has, like, some unique style to it is really fun. Not really. I feel like most people kind of separated and did their own thing. Yeah, good luck with that. Most people just don't want to be bothered now. And, you know, you remember Nem, he's engaged now, so it's not like we're gonna be seeing Nem much anymore. I still have to congratulate him on that. I could be the Parley Twin. ×2. Why? He hasn't really said it anywhere that I'm aware of. Like, I just went onto Facebook one day and I was like, oh hey, he got engaged recently. And she's really hot. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, she is super smoking hot. He literally won. Oh yeah, see, you know, Pope said that too. Pope said I look like Dante too, and then I said there's gonna be a sword that's like Virgil's sword, where it does the After Effects slashes, and then, you know, it explodes. The pistols are fun, I don't know what to say. The data. Oh, there's a lot to read again. Alright, I mean, I just skim it after a point. There's no real reason for me to read the entire thing. Where's the chest at? Is it above? Possibly. Yep. Wow, you're getting bullied by the auto mod that I forget I have on, but only you've managed to trigger it so far. Wait. There's still a chest here, but I guess I need something for that? Where's the chest at, though? I couldn't tell you. I think mod bias. I don't have the missing component. So I guess that's what I need. If there's anything up there. Yep. It would seem so, at least. Here's another one. Actually, I think I can see these all over. Oh, you know, remember that time when I climbed this entire thing? It turns out you don't have to. Apparently, it's part of the story. And you can just go up in a balloon. And then here I was, doing the long way, climbing the entire thing because I thought it was cool. Yep, turns out I just had to do the story of it. But it was still fun climbing it, except for that last part where I was just mad the entire time. Oh, this is a different type of ruins. It's very mushroomy. I wanna take a dip in this. This looks fun. This looks like that water you touch and the bacteria in it goes blue. I'm gonna jump in. What the fuck? I'm living? Huh. I wasn't expect to live from touching the water. I thought it was literally just gonna insta-kill me. Kaled? It very well could be. I mean, it does kind of remind me more of Taida from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. What? Who are you? Is this Malice? Bro, they got Malice in this game. Disturbed cover man right here. Yeah, he's gonna steal all my kills. But he does make little gremlin noises. What the heck is this? Look at these. Do I do something with this? Oh no, it's a puzzle. Huh. Okay, well that's correct, so I guess I just rotate them until it goes, yes, that's correct. Hypno? I feel like there's something like weird about Hypno. Something about stealing kids, unironically. Pretty sure that's a Pokédex entry. There's a lot of Pokemon in the series that just steal kids. Like Drifloon. Drifloon's just a balloon, and you know, kids grab one. It's just like, oh, I guess we're going to the spirit realm. Which is really freaky. Oh, I want to go over here. I didn't mean to press that. It's Drifloon, and then it's Drifblim. Drifblim had the most fire cry until they changed it. Like, it genuinely sounded really cool, but then they made all the cries, like, high-pitched for some reason. Wow, you got the spooky Pokemon. Oh, that's one chest and the other one's over there, so I'm in the completely wrong area now. The system is rigged. mod bias. Bonk. The axe is so much fun to use just for that spin attack. It does so much damage. And you can keep doing it. You can just keep doing it as much stamina as you have. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's so weird that, like, psychic Pokemon are not much different from ghost Pokemon with their intros. So I don't feel like going through the entire thing again. I'm just gonna use my hardcore parkour skills to get across. Wherever it is I'm going, I don't remember. You know, Gengar does like the same thing as that. I just thought there was like an entry where that Hypno just steals people, like he hypnotizes kids and stuff. Then I'm thinking of the creepypasta, which is very possible. A bunch of weirdos assaulted the lab. Okay. It's very weird that a psychic Pokemon is in dreams. I don't usually look at psychic Pokemon and think, yep, they're the horrible ones here. It's usually ghost Pokemon that do that. Even who likes Hypno and Drowsy anyways. I forget what Drowsy is supposed to look like, but I think it's like a mythological creature. I don't remember if it's either in Hindu or Japanese culture. But I know it's one of them. So I do remember seeing the like elephant type design. Your time. God, your shield is so thick. Spin the wind. I have to stop doing that because it just uses my one attack. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, they are the sleepy Pokemon, but I just think it's very odd that a psychic Pokemon does that. It's just freaky. I guess they changed their mind later on. Oh, what the dog doing? Dog doing? That's freaky. I don't think I would like that. Let's be honest. People that own Hypno must be aware that it does that and probably don't go anywhere when it happens. Dude, I love Barbarossa's design. And I like his name. I gotta take a snack. No, please. I hunger for health. Oh. Alright. Now we can go back to punching each other. Well, it is in the name. I just... I don't know. I don't remember, like... There's another Pokemon that's like the same. It's like also psychic Pokemon and a sleep Pokemon. It looks like it's sitting on a cloud. I think it's called Luna. But I don't remember that one being anything like that. Oh my god, he just sucks your dreams in. Oh no, no, please! Not like this! No! Oh god. Dog's gonna eat me. I think it's called Muna. I don't remember its evolution name. It's like Musherna or something. It's literally like a balloon, but not a balloon. It's like I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it's the pink one, the one with like the flower pattern on it or something. It's weird, but it's also like a sleepy Pokemon. God, that gen of Pokemon was really wacky for psychics. We had Muna, and I think we had the alien too, the actual Alamau. Yeah, that's weird. All those dream-eating Pokemon are wacky. It's not exactly a good thing either. I think Spiritomb was like something like that as well. That or it's just cursed if you touched it. Also, I'll be right back. I want some water. Well, I'm back now at least. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk to the robot on top of here, because if that's all I had to do, then congrats, I didn't do it. How does the extension work? Below there's a panel where you can like view your Pokemon. And you can do like battles with random people, but it takes a while, so that's why I haven't bothered with it. I need like 6 Pokemon to do a battle. Ah, hello Baldur, that's all I needed to do. All I had to do was talk to this little fella. You can also click on your Pokemon and see like what stats they have. Oh, all is revealed, that's all I had to do. I forgot I had to do that. Yeah. Oh, this is a really annoying area. I think I'll go to the circus. What the fuck? Fantastic? That's crazy. That's really good, actually. Oh, can I switch line to at least 2? Can I go to 2? Nope. How about 11? Yes, shovels. That's really good though, like, I don't think I've gotten many like that. Usually at least one of them has one bad stat. Also, Diamond and Pearl is lit, but I liked Black and White, so I'm kinda sad you didn't play Black and White. Because Black and White was actually a really good game, like, the city theme was amazing. I love the city in Black and White. Okay, let's go to Cetus Island. Someone sent you 100k? Why? What did you do? Are you a hitman, Shivels? Yeah, we were talking about Pokemon. Because I have like a little Pokemon game for it with the panel below. Oh, look, I'm at this place at the perfect time. Okay, let's ride the carousel. I don't know when it's supposed to go off, but I probably missed it, if I'm being honest. I don't know, can I actually do anything with this? No. What Pokemon game did you play that was on Game Boy then? Because there's a good few. Let's get on the pony. Yeah, the games are super repetitive. Black and White was interesting. The second game, I think more people prefer because there was a difficulty system. The thing with the difficulty system was you would have to clear the game once and then you could go on to a harder difficulty. I never did it because I didn't want to, but I think it was a neat concept. Every Pokemon game seems to have this thing. No wait, I don't want to ride here. Where they do like one thing for the one game, like series, like the series, whatever generation, they'll do like one thing, like X and Y, Omega and Alpha, like Ruby, Sapphire had Mega Evolutions. And then, what was it? I think Sword and Shield had Gigantamax or whatever. And I think they're probably going to be removing that next, because I think they're finding it too OP for even challengings. For like their tournaments. Yeah, bro, I'm having so much fun on this roller coaster. I'm sure my character is so thrilled to be here. A lot of people gave Sword and Shield a lot of shit because they didn't have, you know, every 1,000 Pokemon in it. But I like that. I don't want every single Pokemon to be in every single game. I think that's stupid. I like when it's a region that has its own Pokemon. That made so much more sense, and they used to do it. Nah, I haven't played Monster Hunter. I think it's cool though. I know a lot of people play Monster Hunter. Didn't even know about the series until World came out. And then this recent one came out. Slayer already helped you. Oh my god, you telling me to make coffee? Skip. I don't really want to read this. I guess I'll help. Chinese coffee. I feel like you're not supposed to just take people's, just take recipes from people. I think that's wrong. Although they're not profiting from being up here. Can I do something with this yet? No. Is there a thing up there? I think there is. Yep. That one looks like it's gonna be a little harder to get to. And I was wrong. Ruins are fun. You just, like, in the harder ones, I learned that the chests are a bit more hidden, but once you figure out, like, how to see where the hidden chests are, it becomes a lot easier. Some of them have puzzles, too. Should probably pull for characters since I have 200 plus, like, well, it's probably closer to 100 pulls, like, just sitting on the back burner. So what's this? Is this like a minigame or something? Sort of. Oh my god, there's so many side quests. I don't want to pick them all up yet. Not too sure where the rest of the nucleus are. So why am I in this? I'll be out. I feel like the nucleus aren't really up here. They're probably actually— oh no, they're probably— yeah, no wait, they probably are here. I think I have to go to the carousel and get up to that. That or I can hop on the track and try to get up there. Yeah, ruins are like little dungeons, basically. They're not too hard. Oh no, this is dangerous. No, please. I do not wish to be yeeted. Oh, I don't think I can get to that. That's a good thing I moved in time. I guess I'm in here now. They're like little dungeons. Some of them have puzzles in them. They're not super hard puzzles, at least I don't think so. Can I stand on top of this? Nope. I can, however, just stand in it though, so I think I'll just do my pulls here. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Alright, give me the story rewards. Damn, only 6 chapters so far? Well, I guess it won't be too hard to... Oh, you know what? This must be like the center of the map. Which isn't much of a spoiler in my opinion, because you can see it. And it looks like a ruined city. Where is it? Yeah, see, it's like right over there. I did try to go there, but it's radioactive. Well, let's see. How many pulls? 57, 242. I still don't know about this one. I assume this is more of like this, and I don't want to waste this on this. Well, time to do all my black nucleus. And my bit rate's gonna go to shit. Oh yeah, so basically, those other 2 banners that you haven't seen, those are just like, things you can put on your weapon to make them stronger. There's like 4 slots. There's like... they're kind of like artifacts in Genshin, but not nearly as many. I don't entirely remember how to get them. I think you just get them from exploring, sometimes from ruins. I bet it's Echo. Oh, it's actually not, it's the other one. The girl I think is bawling. I also don't expect to get like anything from this because I just see it as the resource area, which is quite nice because I would not want to farm for all this. Wow, it really is rigged for you. Memories of what? Some of the sounds in this game remind me a lot of like Kingdom Hearts noises. Like just like Kingdom Hearts menu noises. It is exactly what it reminds me of every single time. Yeah, that's possible. It has like a very epic intro sound to it. Oh yeah, speaking of Wizard 101 shivels, did you see they finally added guilds? Like, it only took them, what, not 20 years, but over 10 years. I only saw it, like, recently. Wow, cool. I mean, I already have all of the SR characters. Nope. Bam, can't believe you wasted your energy on that. A server template? I've never considered a server template. What's it like? That's weird. That's mostly why I just kind of do things myself, because I've been doing it myself for years. Yes, go lay down. You're sick. That's what you get for yelling. But why are you so mad? It sure can be. Which is why I'm kinda glad, like, many years ago, before all these features were added to Discord, I kinda taught myself how to work with Discord. So it's not too hard for me to set up a Discord. Alright, now for the next one, I only have 5 pulls for this. Hopefully I actually get something. I mean, I should. Maybe. I didn't think how far it was on the video. I mostly just play solo games, so I don't think I could help you. Yeah, I'm gonna hit pity, that's for sure. That's good. Damn, I'm really not getting anything this round. Oh boy, an SR. SSR. Hopefully I don't get a duplicate, 'cause I'll be sad. And yes, I love bomb defusal claw machine too. It's not rigged like actual claw machines. It's a weird concept. I don't want pepper. Nothing against pepper, I just don't care for SRs when I have them all. And I probably have them at max. Is it really gonna be the last one? Oh, well, at least it's Huma. That doesn't bring me any closer to what I wanted. I'm still off by 5 SSRs. That sucks. SSRs are easier to get in this because they're just for your weapon. They all have set bonuses too. Of course, it's humans. I do like Huma quite a lot, so I really just can't complain. I don't want to waste my crystals for this. I'll probably... Oh, I don't even think I can get to pity with what I have. But I would like Nemesis. Oh look, there's Echo. Haven't seen her in a bit. Oh my god, no. Of course. Of course, server connection fail. Else put me back. Server under maintenance? Oh no! I didn't know the server was gonna go down for maintenance. What are they adding, I wonder? Yup, it appears as though it's maintenance, and I don't know if there's anything that said that there was gonna be maintenance. Let me see. Yeah, it does say that there's gonna be maintenance. It is indeed the 26th right now. Yeah, I was like, oh boy, time to do polls. Damn, maybe the game will pity me and give me a nemesis whenever it's back up. Ooh, like 3 hours? That sucks. Well, yeah, I mean, of course I do. She's been like the only one I've wanted since I got the game. The fact she's super OP is just a bonus. I'm sad I can't get her from the SSR box. So this is like the only way I can get her. New game. I could, I just have to think of what I'm gonna do. And I don't have too many games installed. No, I don't even have Smite installed. I don't really care for Smite anymore. Smite's like a meme game now. Kinda like Fortnite, but not as funny. I don't know, maybe I can do like a round of Inscription and then call it. So I don't think I'll stream for too much longer. Wow, actually rigged. Well, time to go touch all my settings real quick. Oh, there's a panel down below the stream. No, now I just have to go through all my settings manually. Description, stop holding on, please. Okay, mute this. Unmute that. Get rid of that. Change game. And it'll load when it loads. Then I just close Tower of Fantasy. It's that easy. Alright, new run. Get out of my way, Tower of Fantasy. Now, time to change game as well. Hold on. Meme name time. There. Jeez. I'd have opened Cameroland, but I don't have that set up and I don't feel like setting that up right now. I think I've been doing tip scales. I don't think I've noticed though. The Ouija board game? There's not even a Ouija board in the game though. It's D&D. Oh, I keep wanting to just change the arm, but it's harder. Yeah, sure, shovel, why not? You're scared? I don't believe you. Stop capping. 231. Even though there's not gonna be anything in here, and I know it. No. Did I do that the wrong way? Oh, forgot one thing. There. Ah, 273. That was close. There is no reason for me to do this. It's beautiful. Is there anything I can do with these? I don't think Casey's mod has too much you can interact with. Not too sure about this one. Nor do I remember. Yeah, it's just a random lump of meat. I always wondered if there was anything we could do with this, but nope. Hello. I know. Alright. Let's see what I will not go for bug run. However, the game wants me to. Is there anything I want to sacrifice? I mean, I could just make the black goat unkillable. It's kind of meme tier for this run. I like Cuckoo. Oh, except for when I don't like Cuckoo, you know, I was just gonna say, oh, sometimes if you drop Cuckoo, it gives you this. Yeah, that's my luck. God, that's cringe. Premium cringe. Bonk. I'm gonna lose already. You hate to see it. God, that was just stupid. Stupid card just screwed me right at the start. I don't really like the wild bull, not gonna lie. I don't know if I want to give Cuckoo more health. It's supposed to only have one thing in front of it. I should give the wild bull more health. That way wild bull's not just annoying. But now I have the cards that are just gonna shuffle each other. And now they shuffle. Oh, time for Cuckoo to be cringe. Oh, good it wasn't. How could I pass up an ant queen? Question is, what am I gonna put ant queen on? Please no raven egg. Thank you. I hate that the card has a chance to do that. Risky card. I completely forgot that Tower of Fantasy was gonna go down for maintenance because I didn't check. I guess corpse maggots. No, I want stinky elks. Too bad. Well, I guess in the off chance that Cuckoo becomes, a mess by dropping me a Raven egg instead of break an egg, then it'll do 1 damage. Not sure which boss I like first anymore. I'm really used to Trapper being first, since that makes it a harder boss. But at least if I get Angler out of the way now, I don't have to deal with it later. Oh, I have to do this. No, I don't. Well, I guess it's fine so long as I don't put anything in those slots and just sit and do nothing. Just speed up the process, end it now. It's one boss out of the way. Sure. For the meme, if I can even pull it off. Yeah, you may be thinking Mantis God is the actual god, but nope, it's Ouroboros. Low-key just eating some bread over here because I'm groggy as fuck. I hate the feeling of being groggy, it's the worst. Game is actually rigged for you. Streamer getting screwed over. Did you find any game that was like, I don't know if I want to say replacement for VR checks. I know there was the one, but I saw that was like VR only on Steam, and I was like, nah, I don't want to bother. Yes, it is painful to see. I'm taking L's over here. Oh, first of all, I said one, the game is completely rigged for you. Second of all, I said, is there any game you found that can like replace VR checks? I know there was the one, but I saw it was VR only, and I don't have VR, and I was like, not gonna bother. Based. I love Goobert. I don't even remember the name of the other VR game everyone was going to. I just know it's like VR only. So I kind of just sidestepped it, because I don't care for that. At least not right now. Like, I don't have the money for that. And I probably won't for a good while. It's not a priority. Especially with VR chat being pretty much dead for most of the creative people. Not all, but most people just don't want to bother with it now because of that. Oh, my Aunt Queen. She was too weak. Alas. Am I actually gonna lose this? I mean, it's fine if I lose this, like, I really don't care. Yeah, chill out VR. It can be? Well, Steam just says it's... You know, Steam says it's VR, so... Oh, this is cringe. Well, there goes my run. I don't know if I want to play this. I might actually switch to Crystal Chronicles. Because there was a few things I had to do with that. I'm on a lose streak now. Oh, I didn't even read. Like, I just saw at the top of it for, like, Steam that it said, like, VR headset. Like, when it's in, like, the orange box, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I do have another game that I ended up buying so it was cool, but it's a VR game, so I don't think I can play it. Let me see if I can find the name of it for you. Because you might like it. It was like a mech type game. I don't know the name of it. Just gonna go through all my games to find it. I know it was probably involved with whatever Mass Builder is, but Mass Builder isn't VR. Let's see. I don't know if it's even from the same company as Mass Builder. I just know I bought Mass Builder and something else. No, that doesn't look right. Damn, I forgot I had Multiverses installed. It might have been Sound Art. Yeah, I think it was Sound Art. Sound art came with Break Arts 2, and Break Arts 2 is kind of cool. I also didn't read if it was VR only, but I'm pretty sure it's VR only. It's another one of those, like, I don't know if it's a rhythm type game. It looks a little bit like it, but it's very flashy. Yeah. I think it's a rhythm game, and that's why I was like, oh, cool, and I didn't check beforehand, because it was just in the bundle with Break Arts, too. But it's kind of sad that, it's VR. I mean, it says keyboard mouse, but I still think it's mostly VR. No idea if it's a good game. Never been able to play it. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Let's see. Oh, wait, no. That's like the, I don't want to say dishwasher, but like, you know, not a dishwasher. I mean, I guess it is kind of reminding me of a dishwasher a bit. It does look like a washer, but I was thinking more of like a washer for like your clothes. Reminds me of like going to the laundromat and just watching the clothes tumble. I mean, that is indeed what it looks like. Don't know if that was intended or not. I've seen it at a con that happens around where I live, but I've also seen Sound Voltics, and I think Sound Voltics is a lot cooler. I don't really know much about this one other than buttons around the screen, I think. Yeah, I was right, so you do press the buttons around the screen. Still a more interesting game than Osu. If you don't know, like, I have a big hate for Osu. Carpal tunnel sim game. I just think it's too easy compared to most of the actual, like, really good rhythm games, and it's only popular because it's easy to make tracks for it. I played it for a bit, and I did alright with it, which was saying something considering I was awful with rhythm games. You know, if I was doing easy with that rhythm game, that's really saying something about how easy it is. And then it gets, like, popularity because some of the tracks are just insane. And there's, like, a lot of songs because it's one of those games where people just want to make tracks for it. Yeah, that's a cool game. I like that. I like the drum game too. The drum game's cute. Yeah, Taiko. Taiko. I think I'll be right back again. You know, stretch for a bit and then switch to Crystal Chronicles. Probably gonna set that up first though. Kinda hoping my controller doesn't die, 'cause it hasn't died yet, and I have a feeling it's going to die soon. It's only on batteries, and I need to get a wired controller. And it's probably gonna take OBS a minute to even capture this, if it captures it. What was the warning message? Oh no, god damn it. God, that's cringe. Nah, it's probably not even gonna capture my audio. Oh, no, good, it is actually capturing my audio. Fuck OBS. I hate when it does that. Just randomly crashes for no reason. OBS, why do you capture my model like this? Scuff stream. And now it's probably not even gonna capture Crystal Chronicles for a good minute. Because it keeps capturing my emulator for some reason. There. All is right in the world. What a pain. At the very least, I want to go to the north if I can. I feel like this is gonna be the same song they played last time. Yeah, it is. It's quite good music though. I just want to see my character dance once and then I'll leave. Oh my god, that dance though. God, this is the goofiest dance ever. I don't even remember them dancing like that. I think I like the Yuke's dance more. Alright, I'm leaving. I hope this has the earth element on year 5. I did want this, you were right. No, it doesn't. Okay, I guess I'm locked out of going north now. That sucks. I hate that. I hate that the game can actually stop you from going a direction. A Bunga Lander. Yep, that's me. Oh my god, that's right. This guy sold them bread for like 1,000 or something. And they bought it 'cause he said, oh, it's magical. And they're like, God, they're just gonna find out it's fucking bread. Yes, the world model. I don't know if I want to. Oh my god, there's an option to eat it. Oh my god, oh. I really want to eat it. I just want to eat the bread right in front of them. Because it is just bread. They completely got scammed. I'm eating it, fuck it. Oh my god, he's so mad. I am a monster. No, you guys were scammed. I mean, there do be ads every 15 minutes. Although it's probably a little bit different now since I restarted stream or something. But I don't think that should affect it. God, that's cringe that I can't go north. I want to go north so I can get the artifacts, so I can get the rings for my one character, but now I can't. I don't know what to do about that. That doesn't give me a lot of places to go. It's okay, I'm just monologuing over what to do. A heavenly version of Ollie sounds really cool. I'd love to see that. Okay, is there anything I can buy from this guy that's an artifact? No, I think I'm fucked now. That sucks. I should have done it last year, not this year. I don't know anyone else who sells artifacts. And the fact I can't even go north because the mine doesn't have any, like, earth element to it sucks. It sucks also. And I can't, well... I didn't check across the river yet. But I don't think they get the element of earth either. Oh, there goes the goblin, he's booking it. You'll have to send me a pic of that because I have no idea what that looks like. The only any enemies I know in Final Fantasy are these ones. So goblin. That's gonna be cool. I don't remember, is my character broke still? Because I saved that one guy and then he proceeded to scam another person. I still poor. I am not completely poor. Hello there. Fuck, I can't even go to the left now? This world sucks, let me go. I mean, I can go at least this far, that's pretty cool. I don't think I ever tried to go walk. That sucks, man. I hate that they do this in this game. Like, I know it's based on years and shit, but eventually you're kind of forced to go to the end game, and I feel like I'll be getting there soon. Okay, well, yeah, no, I fucked up. I should've bought artifacts last year and just did what I had to craft them. Oops. So, the only areas I can go are here and below. That's not a lot. Well, no, because there is another area, but I didn't want to go there yet. But I could go there. I just don't want to do the dungeon in that area, that's all. Like, I want to save that for, like, when I actually do stream the game again. Not that I'm not streaming it right now. This music sounded a little different. It's like they added an instrument to it that I'm noticing. Or maybe I just never noticed before. Oh, that's really cool. I like that. I like many wings on things. It's cool. Yeah, you did. 20% less, thanks. I guess I'm going to Luda. Luda. I don't want to, but I guess I will. God, this ride is so expensive when you're poor. The economy in this game is fucked. As long as I don't have to enter the dungeon, I don't care. Surely I'll get this Pokemon. God, that jump though. Oh, they're jumping on a trampoline. I see. Wow, okay. Jeez, fucking rude. Selkies, man. Oh. Hey, can I talk to you now? Yeah, they say like the same thing. Yeah, there's a shop where you can just buy more Pokeball. Yes, I want to buy things. Do you have anything of use? Nope. How about you? Do you have anything of use? Yes. Do you... Ooh. I mean, it was good up until that point. Is Victoria's weapon any good? No, I don't think so. I think Master's weapon's where it's at. So... maybe I can't buy anything. Yeah, okay. Selkies do come from the sea. Hence the name. Wow, rigged. Completely rigged. Yeah, so... doesn't this just bring me right to the desert? No, but I could. Completely rigged. Really just be traveling across the desert. Leaves me little option of what to do. Because none of them seem to be selling anything good. I need artifacts, but I can't get artifacts. Maybe if I go back. kind of wasting my money, but who cares? Hold up. Let me see, what do I have? How much money? About as much as my other character. No, no, I don't want to go. No. I think I saw that boss once. It's cool. I like it. I like the holy aesthetic and the flowers. Alright, I'm gonna go stretch again, and then debate about which dungeon I should go to. And then probably farm, because I don't have any other option for artifacts now. And rings, for that matter. Not too sure where to go after this. Cause I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get rings from dungeons. And there's a possibility it might not give me a ring. And if it does give me a ring, then there's a good chance it might not give me another ring. Cause right now I only need fire and thunder. I feel like this is probably one of those things where I should have leveled up the other characters and I just didn't. Because it's very hard to level up every single character. This Pokemon thing is so rigged against me. It's like my luck in Tower Fantasy right now. See, I don't even remember what these are. So I don't feel very quick to craft them. If I had known I was going to luck myself out so hard from progression for rings, I would have done it last year. So I knew I needed them. Not that I can use them this year, but it helps a lot. Maybe I can get one of the rings at the very least, just from going to the volcano again. So that's probably my best bet. I didn't feel like I fully explored the mountain either. Well, volcano. God, you know, that's so much. I hate that I have to get a discount on this character too. wouldn't be me choking on my water. This time I should at least thoroughly explore it. Oh right, I forgot. You're gonna be on fire this entire time and it's too late for me to go back now. I don't know if this was here last time. At least I certainly don't remember. It's very funny that they give me fire in an area where I can't do anything with fire. At least I can get gravity from it. A rat. Jeez, flung that. Stop. Whoops, all fire. Oh, they have Lamia here now. Ooh, yep, I got the ring. Okay, that's good. Unfortunately, that's the only ring I'm gonna be getting. Yeah, that shouldn't count as me needing to finish this to get it. Yeah, okay. I'm peacing out. I don't really care. I just wanted to get the ring if I could. Oh, thank you for not making me pay you again. I would hate that. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get the other ring. Even just as like a craft. You need a solo game? What kind of games you into? Because I play many solo games. Not so much FPS though, not really a big FPS person. Well, I mean it does have the subscription to it still. It should be $10 for 1 month at least. for more than 1 month. I think it's like, if it for like a year, I think it's like 70. Wow, this is racist. Classist even. Yeah, so much in a hurry, you're fighting each other. The rules of the road. The caravan police. So angry. I don't know, it kinda sounds like they were the ones being more reckless if they're chasing after something at high speed. But they're little teas, so. Tiny and anger. Pokemon is absolutely rigged against me right now. I don't think I've caught a Pokemon in the last, several times now. This does not leave me many places to go. And if you ever wanted to, I literally wouldn't mind getting back into Wizard 101. The game is pretty chill. I think we were pretty much still in meta for our level at the time. I think we were really close to the end dungeon as well. At least the level 100 dungeon or something. We like ran through the story so fast. Can I even craft this? I can, I have just enough to craft this. Should be a flame ring, right? No. Then what did I just craft then? What? What did I craft then? I am confusion? Flame badge? Ah! I misunderstood. So I didn't get it. I'm really tired. I should probably like read someone and then just go chill for the rest of the night. I'm rating J-Man because he's funny. Definitely gonna end it here. Hope you all have a good night.